Ever wondered what happens behind the scenes when you seamlessly connect your bank account to a cool new app? How does that app magically verify your balance or process a payment without you having to manually enter all your banking details? The answer often lies with a financial data aggregator, and one name you might have come across is Flinks. But the big question we're tackling today is Flinks affiliated with any financial institutions? That's a question that pops up a lot, and for good reason. When we're dealing with our financial information, security and transparency are paramount. We want to know who has access to our data, how they're using it, and whether there are any potential conflicts of interest. So, let's dive into the world of Flinks and unravel this important question. Before we get into the specifics of Flinks affiliations, it's helpful to understand what a financial data aggregator actually does. Think of them as the middleman, or rather, the middleware, that facilitates the secure exchange of financial information between different parties. Imagine you're trying to prove your income to a lender. In the old days, you'd have to gather physical bank statements, pay stubs, and tax returns, then manually submit them, hoping they wouldn't get lost in the mail or buried under a pile of paperwork. It was a cumbersome, time-consuming process. Now, with your consent, a financial data aggregator like Flinks can securely access your financial information from your bank and deliver it directly to the lender. This streamlines the entire process, making it faster, more efficient, and often more secure. Instead of relying on potentially falsified paper documents, lenders can receive verified data directly from the source. So, how does Flinks fit into this picture? Flinks is a leading financial data aggregator that operates primarily in Canada. They provide the technology that allows businesses to connect to their customers' bank accounts, enabling them to verify identity, assess creditworthiness, automate payments, and more. Their services are used by a wide range of companies, from fintech startups to established financial institutions. Now, back to the million-dollar question, is Flinks affiliated with any financial institutions? The short answer is no. Flinks is not directly owned or controlled by any specific bank or financial institution. They operate as an independent third-party provider. This independence is crucial because it ensures that Flinks can act as a neutral and unbiased intermediary between different financial players. If they were directly affiliated with one bank, it could raise concerns about preferential treatment or data sharing practices. However, it's important to understand the nuance here. While Flinks is not owned by any financial institution, their entire business model relies on partnerships and integrations with these institutions. They need to establish secure connections with banks to access and retrieve customer data. This means they work closely with banks, adhering to strict security protocols and regulatory requirements. These partnerships are essential for Flinks to function, but they don't constitute an ownership or control relationship. Think of it like a telecommunications company. They need to partner with various hardware providers and network operators to deliver their services. These partnerships are crucial, but they don't mean the telecom company is owned by any of those providers. The relationship is one of collaboration and mutual benefit. Similarly, Flinks collaborates with financial institutions to provide its data aggregation services. These collaborations involve technical integrations, data sharing agreements, and ongoing communication. But they are governed by contracts and regulatory frameworks that ensure the independence and integrity of Flinks operations. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Flinks isn't owned by a bank, but what about other kinds of affiliations? Could there be hidden relationships or investments that might influence their operations? That's a valid question, and it's essential to do your due diligence. Flinks, like any other company, may have investors, strategic partners, and other types of relationships. It's crucial to research these relationships and understand how they might impact the company's operations. Transparency is key here. Flinks and other reputable financial data aggregators should be open about their relationships with financial institutions and other stakeholders. They should provide clear information about their ownership structure, funding sources, and data governance policies. This transparency allows users to make informed decisions about whether they trust the company with their financial information. Another important aspect to consider is data security. When you're entrusting your financial data to a third-party aggregator, you need to be confident that they're taking the necessary steps to protect it. Flinks, like other companies in this space, is subject to strict data privacy regulations. They must comply with industry standards and implement robust security measures to safeguard user data. This includes things like encryption, access controls, and regular security audits. It's also crucial to understand your own responsibilities when using these services. You should always review the terms and conditions before connecting your bank account to any app or platform. Make sure you understand what data is being shared, how it will be used, and who has access to it. You should also be aware of your rights regarding your data, including the right to access, correct, and delete your information. In conclusion, while Flinks works closely with financial institutions to provide its data aggregation services, it is not directly owned or controlled by any specific bank. They operate as an independent third-party provider, facilitating the secure exchange of financial information between different parties. However, it's crucial to remember that transparency and data security are paramount. You should always research the company's relationships, understand their data governance policies, and take steps to protect your own financial information. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.